role of religion in our ever-changing world. From the News Channel 5 network, this is Issues of Faith.
Hello everyone, welcome to Issues of Faith. We're talking about today an opinion piece in the Tennessean. It's titled, "We Must Stand Up to Hatred." It was written immediately following the mass shootings in New Zealand, where 49 people were killed as they went to prayer in 2 mosques in New Zealand. And we are happy to have with us the Imam of the Islamic Center here in Nashville, Ossama Bahloul. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
You wrote this opinion piece, "We Must Stand Up to Hatred." In it you said, remember, it is okay to disagree. It is not okay to hate those you disagree with simply for the fact they think or believe differently. When you wrote this, I guess, what was going through your mind? When did you actually write this opinion piece?
It was after I heard the news about what happened in the 2 mosques in New Zealand, and I've been thinking a lot about this. We as a human family facing really a severe challenge. And I really believe that we cannot fight it individually. The only way for us to win this is for us to deal with it collectively, for all of us to deal with it as one family, the children of Adam and Eve. It might sound idealistic, but I think this is the only way out. Often people put emphasis on the issue of security. When I have more security, when I do this, I think the most effective way of security is for us to get each other's back. And it is not an issue of Muslims when speaking about Islamophobic. It is not an issue of Jewish when speaking about anti-Semitic or African American community when talking about racism. I think we have to realize that the main source of all of this is hate, and we have to get rid of it. And I believe if we can deal with each other as people having some disagreement over ideas, I feel like we will be able to live a good life individually, and I think it will be good for the community at large. Let us tackle and attack even ideas, not individuals. And I think if we can do this, we will be in a better place. This is why I said last Friday, I don't have the answer. I don't believe you have the answer either. I strongly believe that all of us together have the answer. If we can work together, I think we'll be able to overcome this challenge, and I see an opportunity for all of us. You said 49 people lost their life. They are now 50. And I was shocked this morning when reading the news that a family left Syria to get away from this war, and they lost their life. When
a family left Syria, which you might think is more dangerous, and went to New Zealand, which you would think is safe, and they had this happen. And they lost their lives praying in a mosque.
They did that, and he called them terrorists. When he was killing them, he called them terrorists. And it's beyond the imagination. This is why I said it's hate. And we have to stop, to stand against the hate. And we have to see each other as brothers and sisters. We have to deal with each other with love and compassion. And disagree over ideas. It's healthy for any society to disagree and to engage in a discussion. But it's a cancer. When people start hating each other, and we had this event in Pennsylvania last year, and we had Orlando before this, and all of this over disagreement. Disagree, articulate an argument for your positions, allow the people in the other side to do the same, and it is healthy. If you feel that something is wrong with Muslims, well, let us engage in a discussion. Maybe you will be able to influence me positively. But for us to end each other's life in a place of worship, that's horrible.
This person was a self-proclaimed racist. I don't know his name, we're not going to say his name, but he was a self-proclaimed racist. And he did these horrible things, and he wrote a manifesto with all kinds of terrible things. And so most people would say, that's not me. I'm not that messed up. So those people that say that, what can they do? They see this and they're upset, they're horrified. What can we all do in the face of that?
I couldn't watch the videos, but when looking to the details, I came to learn that he was inspired and influenced, unfortunately, by others not necessarily in his own country. It's from many countries. So we have to realize the power of the social media today. So what can you do? You have to be cautious about what you say and about what you hear. What ideas we support and what environment are we trying to create? What can you do? I think you can reach out to people that you don't feel good about their way of life. Maybe they will share with you some information. Maybe you will be the reason for them to change their way. And in the case of the Muslim community, go to an Islamic center close to you. Give them the hard question you have in mind, and share with them your, with respect, disagreement, and they must do the same. If you have an issue with the Jewish community, go to a synagogue, have a discussion with the rabbi or with Jewish members. If you dislike people simply because they are black, sit with them. They are people like you. We all came from Adam and Eve. This is something we can do, not to be, if we choose to be quiet and protest and we have a candlelight vigil, I think it's not enough. We have to be active and we have to reach out and we have to say, you know what, each one of us has to do his or her part. And I wish people can send it to us any questions they have. The Islamic Center is open, and you can go to any Islamic center and ask them, and you will be surprised.
You've had people come and ask hard questions?
A lot, and I really appreciate it.
You appreciate it?
Indeed, because they give me a great service. When saying to me, you know what, we disagree with you in 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will say to them in return, well, my position is here is 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason for my position is this and that. And at the same time, we reach a conclusion where we agree, and sometimes we continue to disagree. But this is part of the beauty of living in a diverse society. If you eat the same food every day, I don't think you will enjoy your food. If you are going to speak with people like you every day, I don't think you are giving yourself any room for improvement. But when we challenge each other with respect, I think we give each other a great service. Really, we do.
Challenge each other with respect. And this person was off in the kind of extreme areas of the internet, and this kind of it just kind of festers from there and grows from there. And do you feel like that's what is happening now, that we are too isolated, we are too unwilling to just engage in dialogue,
well,
and then these things just blow up?
I believe that the majority of the people are wonderful. I really believe in this. I believe that the majority of the people in Tennessee, in America, worldwide are wonderful. But unfortunately, we have some apples. Needs to be fixed. And we have to do our part reaching out to them, and I hope they can give us a chance. Living within bubble does not help anyone. That does not help anyone. When looking to 3 years old, 4 years old, you might disagree with an adult, but what did they do? I mean, those young kids lost their life last Friday. They went to the mosque, like you taking your child to a church or taking your child to a synagogue, a temple, or any place of worship. We feel proud taking our kids to our place of worship, and they lost their life. A female screaming, help me, and he killed her. I think it's sad. It's sad, but I see opportunity. Maybe this is a waking up call for all of us, that you know what, we have no room for delay. We have to move fast and more effective and reach out to everyone. I think if we see each other as a member of one family, the human family will eliminate much of this crisis.
Do you feel like the majority do see us as one family, or do you feel like there is a growing divide and competition and sort of stuff that comes out of this? I mean, where do you see? Yeah, you're right. They're great people in Nashville, and I think they've been willing to come and ask questions. But what do you see? Where do you see us right now?
From my personal experience, I dealt with both, with wonderful people, sending beautiful emails, they brought flowers to the Islamic Center. Many said, "We'll do anything you want." They are sweet and they are kind and they are member of our family. Really, they are. And we have some members of this family needing some help. When someone said to me, "I want to let you know that you are going to hellfire," someone told me this. And I said, "Why are you saying this?" He said, "You did not accept the Christ." And I said, "Why do you have to be as aggressive as this? And can't we leave this up to God and let God judge all of us?" And I heard this, but this is the minority. I really believe that the people with extreme view are the minority. And frankly, I recognize their danger, but I don't have any negative feeling toward them. I think they need and they deserve our sympathy. They have so much darkness in their heart. And we have to reach out to them and put emphasis in prevention and be vigilant, but we are to be kind toward them as well.
And you said you appreciate a hard question. You appreciate if somebody's willing to come and engage and ask a question. And well, we're going to have to take a break, but I want to ask you, so when people have come and taken a tour, what are some of the hardest questions you've gotten, and how do you respond to those? And so let's talk about that. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.